Okay, здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Civilization 5. And, like I said before, this Let's Play is coming to an end pretty quickly. And I'm sure people are anxious to see how I intend to hold out against the Chinese horde. And I have no good strategy. I'm convinced that the situation is hopeless. And no matter what I do, I think I'm going down. But I will fight valiantly, and I will fight to the last man. I do have one single backup plan. Well, actually I got a couple. But anyway, first off, I intend to recruit a settler. And, I don't know, let's give him a musketman. And I'm going to use these troops to see if I can start a new colony in Alaska and hopefully, save the remnants of the German race from complete and utter destruction. But anyway, a couple housekeeping things before I get into this Let's Play. As many of you know, I've got a new microphone and headset, and I'm still working to break it in. I did a couple Mafia parts and the mic was overly sensitive and it didn't turn out as well. I was planning to redo them, but people requested that I post the footage, so I posted it anyway. So I've turned down the microphone sensitivity. I've also moved the mic up above my nose, so hopefully you won't hear me breathing into it. Maybe I might be seem a little quiet or something. I don't know. I did a test before I started it, and it seemed like it sounded pretty normal. So I figured, hey, let's go with it, and hopefully the test is representative of what the rest of the footage will be like. So, I mean, on my borders. Oh, jeez, they just keep on coming. Alright, man. Let's take the German people and set sail from this land. At least my cannons are able to do some damage. We will hold back the horde for as long as we can. And take a general here and have him increase the morale of the fighting troops. Maybe I should also, I should buy a cannon down here. Whatever, just annex the city. The defenses must hold. Oh man. Oh crap. I need to find some kind of bottleneck where I can pull back what's left of my forces and funnel the enemy troops into there. Yeah, take that. We killed one. Hey, the cat is attacking the wires. Get down from there. There. Oh, looks like we've defended the north. I'm going to pull back all the troops from the Greek colonies and try and mount a defensive position along this river. Man, I do not have a lot of soldiers. Alright, so the northern section held against the first wave of troops. The south, I have much less men stationed there. I'm pulling them, like I said, I'm pulling them all back to mount some kind of defense along this river basin. Gotta find some kind of a good place to start a new city. God damn it, Rankin Mankin. No, they got howitzers. I say that every time I see one of their units. Anyway, I figure this is as good a time as any to introduce a new segment I decided that I would start. Basically, in my previous Europa Let's Play, I talked about how I always seem to get angry emails, but I can never ever predict what those angry emails are going to be about. So I thought I would try and find a way where I might actually be able to control and predict what I might get angry emails about, and start a new segment called Stalin's Controversial Statement of the day or the week or whatever time frame I happen to arbitrarily decide it's going to fit into. And so, of course, every day I'll make something I'll say something that's controversial and then probably get hate mail for it. So, I thought I would start it off with something, you know, lighthearted. Maybe we'll get to some more serious issues, but I doubt it. I don't. But I thought I'd start with something lighthearted in the same vein as what we've been talking about, because I admitted that I rewatched all the Star Wars movies recently, so I thought I'd kind of keep it in that theme for now. And what I'm gonna argue and what I'm gonna say right now is that I actually believe that Episode 2, Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones, was worse than Episode 1 The Phantom Menace. And Oh. Yes, let us do that. And I'm gonna argue that because Phantom Menace almost fell into the so bad it's good category. And at least with that movie, you had some moments that you remembered. Like you remembered the ridiculous moments, like the stuff that made no sense. You remembered that. You remembered like the pod race and the atrocity that was Jar Jar Binks and the kid actor who played Anakin Skywalker. You remember all that crap, but before I rewatched Attack of the Clones, I could barely remember a single thing about that movie. And it was just boring. Like, at least, Phantom Menace had these parts that were so hilariously awful that you couldn't help but laugh and, enjoy the absurdity of it all. Episode 2 didn't have those moments. Episode 2 didn't have those moments. It was just pure, like, unrelegated boredom for the entire duration of the movie. I mean, the only... Thanks, guys. I mean, the only thing I really remember from that movie is, like, Yoda fighting Count Dooku. Like, the first time you got to see Yoda take out his lightsaber and kick some ass. Like, that was awesome. But, before that moment, I was hard-pressed to remember parts of that movie. And after rewatching it, yeah, I think it was much worse than The Phantom Menace. Granted, The Phantom Menace was still awful. Woohoo, Barbarian Warlord. Anyway, so that was my controversial statement for the day. Phantom Menace, better than Attack of the Clones. Still, not very good movies, but at least Phantom Menace had the so bad it's good factor going for it. You know what, that also gave me, just on the fly like that, I also just got an idea for... So he's bombarding my cities with battleships. Oh, man. Or she, more rather. Oh good, I found Mount Fuji. I mean, that'll help the sufferings of my people. You're getting massacred by the tens of thousands, but we discovered Mount Fuji, so that's a plus. Oh fuck, helicopter. Will my cannons actually hit it? Yeah, take that! My cannons were actually able to damage a helicopter. Their armies are endless.